Episode 33. Use physical lures. In our modern world of endless mental stimulation and distractions, true sensual connection is becoming a lost art. Our overactive minds erect walls of resistance that block the path to abandoned physical passion. For those who crave the power to shatter those walls and unleash primal desires, mastering the strategic deployment of physical lures is essential. As Robert Greene outlines in his book The Art of Seduction, physical lures allow you to bypass the rational mind altogether and speak directly to the subconscious senses in a language of pure animalistic allure. When skillfully applied, physical lures can induce a trance-like state where your target transcends their usual mental hang-ups and societal inhibitions to surrender to the intoxicating rapture of the moment. Setting the seductive stage. The first step is creating an environment conducive to sensual immersion. Use your calm, relaxed demeanor to radiate an aura of tranquility that quiets your target's restless mind. Avoid mundane topics. Focus solely on conjuring an enticing atmosphere of suspended reality where the pressures of the outside world dissipate. As you interact, be acutely aware of your own physical presence. Your appearance should have an alluring hint of dishevelment and undone sexuality. Tousled hair, slightly rumpled clothes that suggest you've just stumbled from the bedroom. Speak slowly and soften your vocal tonalities to a low, breathy murmur that demands their full sensory attention. Building multi-layered sensory overload. With the mind relaxed, you can start layering in a multi-dimensional assault on the senses. Allow your eyes to linger with a smoldering gaze before looking away, stoking their subconscious curiosity about the desires you're repressing. When you touch them, make sustained skin-to-skin contact rather than fleeting gestures, releasing pheromones that trigger primordial arousal signals. Harness other senses in your seduction. Heavy musks and floral scents that intoxicate, the suggestive rhythms of sensual music, or tactile indulgences like high thread count sheets, cool satin, or biting into succulent fruit that heightens mouth sensitivity. The more senses you overwhelm, the less mental capacity remains for resistance. Responding to signs of arousal. As your lures start working, your target will subconsciously broadcast arousal signals through body language like flushed skin, dilated pupils, vocal inflections like nervous giggles, or self-touching gestures. When you spot these arousal cues, it's time to intensify. Use sincere flattery to make them feel utterly irresistible and alluring to you, playing into our primal desire to be desired. Get physically closer, bringing your bodies into the same space to capitalize on pheromone attraction while mirroring each other's movements, establishing a sense of harmonious flow. Dancing is incredibly powerful for this. By keeping constant physical contact and moving together, you put your target's body on subliminal autopilot to follow your lead. Inducing sensual trance. When the arousal signals intensify further, quickened breath, trembling, perspiration, you've reached the crystallization point where your target is losing their grip on mental resistance. This is when you must act decisively to send them tumbling fully into transcendent sensual oblivion. Keep escalating the physical stimulation without pause, giving their governing conscious mind no chance to regain control. Use suggestive commands framed as flattering intimations. I need to taste your skin, for example, to lower the final barriers. Maintain an open, accepting attitude to reassure them that in your presence, they can safely abandon their usual rules and restraints without judgment in this fleeting pocket reality, prioritizing only physical pleasure. If your lures have been expertly deployed, at this point your target will slip fully into an erotic trance where senses achieve supremacy over higher cognitive processes. Suddenly liberated from the shackles of their inhibited mental self, they will crave the liberating surrender of submitting to their primal animalistic impulses in delirious sensual indulgence. Lasting imprint of sensual obsession. The magic of using physical lures for seduction is that even once the heat of passion cools, you leave an imprint of intense sensual obsession, Your target's brief transcendent journey into unbridled sensuality was their ultimate escape from modern reality into a primal state of raw desire and pleasure unrestrained. No matter how deeply they ultimately return to their civilized mental selves, that tantalizing essence of your connection will linger as an untamed siren's call that rekindles the compulsion to experience that rapturous freedom over and over again. By deploying physical lures as entradas to sensual reality distortion, you craft an addictive imprint of pure, unconstrained indulgence. Your power is offering safe passage into a plane of existence where solely pleasure and physical connection reign supreme over petty concerns. Those who master physical lures can birth powerful sensual obsessions that defy rationality, an unshakable mental association with the wildest, most uninhibited experiences of embodied ecstasy. With patience, strategy, and rehearsed application of these lures, you can awaken even the most mentally restrained-reduced to exhilarating new dimensions of desiring and being desired on a primitively sensual plane. While words seduce the mind, physical lures ensnare the untrammeled senses to induce rapturous states of animalistic abandon. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and if you found something relatable, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. Now on to something crucial. Make it a habit to learn something valuable every day that genuinely benefits you. Remember, the content you feed your mind is like nourishment for your brain, so choose wisely. Be intentional about it. Otherwise, algorithms may manipulate your thinking. Consider that. Additionally, we're now welcoming contributions in the form of subscriptions to help fund our upcoming projects and provide you with outstanding content. Join us in our journey by subscribing today.